Oh, you need your sticks today as well. So, start standing, I think, definitely. So, welcome to Kinstretch. We're going to start standing. So we'll start with tell you what, we'll start with the toes and we'll work our way up today. We'll go in reverse, just for a change. So, just lifting big toes up, big toes down, big toes up, big toes down. Last one, big toes up, big toes down. Now the big toes are going to stay down. Keep all the balls of the feet on the floor. Big toes stay down, other toes lift up. Big toes stay down, other toes lift up. One more, big toes stay down, other toes lift up. Okay, and then all the toes are up. Big toes press down. Big toes come up. Just big toes press down. Big toes come up. Big toes press down, big toes come up, big toes stay up, all the toes stay up. We're going to go little toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, big toe. Again, all the toes up, little toe first, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, big toe. Last one, little toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Okay, and we're going to do knees. But we'll do it standing up. So we're going to externally rotate from the knee, bend, internally rotate, extend. Just make sure your thigh's not moving. Externally rotate, bend, internally rotate, extend. Externally rotate, bend, internally rotate, extend. Stay internally rotated, bend, externally rotate, extend. Internally rotate, bend, externally rotate, extend. Without looking the knee, because it doesn't bend if we look it. In, up, out, and down. One more for luck. In, up, out, down. Then we'll change legs. So, externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, flex, externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, bend, out, lengthen, in, bend, we'll stay in, we'll extend, externally rotate, bend, in, out, out, up. Internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, bend. One more. Internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, bend. Okay. And then we're going to do ankles, because we kind of skip those. So you can use your trousers as a marker to make sure your shins don't move, but we'll do 3 circles each way. Getting into all those corners of movement. It's like those 6 little movements of the ankle. And we've got that little added bit of balancing going on, even though we've got the sticks, to add a little bit of balancing element. Legs. Just 3 each way. Okay, and then we get to hips. When you finished. So in our regular class, we've been doing these a week. So, and you can stick or you can hold onto the wall. If you're using the stick, really sort of gripping or grabbing the stick, or you can even hold it with both hands and kind of try and tear it, or as if you're trying to screw it into the ground, opposite directions. It gives you a little bit more upper body tension. So take a breath in, packing the air down, coming into hip flexion, out to the side, internally rotate, stand behind, matching the knees, behind, out to the side, keep that tension in your body towards the chest, matching the knees, round 2, up, out, can we open out any more, rotate, and behind, squeeze, matching the knees, behind again, out to the side, towards the chest, and matching the knees. Last round, towards the chest, and then we'll stay for a moment, see if we can come any closer towards the chest. Then we'll go out to the side, we'll go any more out to the side. Rotate internally. Can we rotate any more? So squeezing that. Behind, hip extension, squeeze, push that thigh back. Good, matching the knees, pushing back. Can we push back any more? Out to the side, can we open to the side anymore? In front, can we lift that knee towards the chest anymore? And release. Switching sides. Just taking a couple of breaths. And in towards the chest, tense, out to the side, rotate, squeeze, take it behind, squeeze, match the knees, squeeze behind, up to the side, in front, matching the knees, up, out, in, behind, behind, out, to the front, squeeze, match the knees, and then last round, up, squeeze, hold, and see if we can squeeze any more, up, moving that spine out to the side. Can we get any more opening out to the side? Rotate in. Can we get any more internal hip rotation? Squeeze. Squeeze behind, push back, squeeze. Match the knees, squeeze behind again. Last little bit out to the side. In front, lift higher and down. Oh. I'll walk through the legs. Okay. We're going to do spine, and we'll do spine on all fours. I'll just come down to our mats. Tuck toes if you can, neutral spine to begin. Take a breath in, pack that head down, push the ground away with your hands so that we're not going to fake it with the shoulder blades. And then start to tuck your tail. Slowly building that up, giving the rest of the body so we're starting to come into cat. Lower back, to mid back, upper back, and then last the head. And then we'll uncurl from the tail. Into cow. One vertebrae, so I'm just trying to articulate one vertebrae at a time. We're not moving that segment until we get there. Okay, let's try and do head to tail. So chin towards the chest. Trying to come into cat. The main thing here is not to move your lower back. Till you get to it. And then we'll go from the head to tail again, from cat to cow. And lifting the head, pushing the chest forward. Try and keep your lower back locked, that helps to keep it in position. Make sure those shoulder blades are protracted. Push chest forward. Go between your shoulder blades. Try and keep that lower back still. And then it can go. Cat. Going to take a little rest and we'll stretch out. Okay, so we've done spine. So we're up to sort of thoracic spine now. So we'll do that tall knees, I think. Or you can come up to standing if you prefer. And cross my arms open. Tall knees. So I'm going to push my pelvis forward and squeeze my glutes to shut off my lower back. So you're not moving from below the navel. Okay. Keep chin kind of parallel with the floor. And you're going to flex forward. Keep those glutes engaged. Rotate. Side bend. Extend. And you get over to the other side. Just rotate back a little bit if you can. Side bend. Flex forward. We'll go through, we'll pass through the center, we'll keep going. Rotate. Side bend. I was really squeezing all that tea I've drunk. Rotate back to the other side. Squeeze, side bend. Forwards. It's the last round in this direction. When we get to the center, well, the start position, we're going to change direction. Rotate. Side bend. Extend back. Keep pushing your pelvis forward as if it was glued to the wall. Keep your lower body really still. Don't let the elbows rise up towards your chin. So whilst we're sitting, let's get the wrists and the elbows done. Change to sitting, maybe with the cross legs. Or anyway, you're comfortable. You can even sit in a chair for this. We'll do our shoulders standing up. We'll do our neck standing up. Okay, so let's do fists. For wrists, we'll keep our elbows in towards the sides, and we want to make sure that this forearm isn't moving. So we're going to go in and then out. We're doing it slightly different today. In, towards the midline, out. In, out, in, out. And then we're going to flex, and flex, extend, flex, squeeze, extend, squeeze. So think about wrinkles on the front of the wrist when you flex and extend. Flex, extend, and release. We'll do elbows standing up, I think. We'll come up to standing. We do elbows today. Let's do them glued to our sides and then palms out. So we'll extend fully back and we'll supinate. So turning as much as you can, keep those arms really glued to your sides. Good, pronate, squeeze, so you can feel the biceps are blocking you. Pronate, extend, supinate, flex, pronate, extend. We'll do one more and then we'll change it around. Supinate, flex, stay in supination, extend, pronate, flex, supinate, extend, pronate, flex, supinate, extend. One more. Pronate, flex, supinate, extend. Cool, that was fun, wasn't it? And then we'll do our shoulders. So I want to try and keep really still when we do our shoulders. Yeah. What we could do to make it a little bit harder, if you've got it with you, or if you're watching on the video, you can have your other arm against a wall or a door frame, maybe, just so that we can watch for any twisting of the chest. Okay. I'm going to take a breath in, back that air down. I'm going to externally rotate that arm. Made a fist with my hand. I'm going to bring it across the body, up alongside the ear, as far as I can go, and then you hit that bit where you can't go any further. Then we need to start turning from the armpit and reaching behind, reaching behind, reaching behind, reaching behind. Keep reaching and turning till you get back next to your leg. And you're trying to get your fingernails to show outwards. And then extend back till you can't go anymore. And then we'll start to turn. Coming back into shoulder flexion, cross, and then down. Okay, round two. Get that roadblock. And then rotate. You can make yourself a little bit more stiff if you want. You can add more tension into the body because we're not doing any arms today. We're going to be concentrating on hip stuff, leg stuff. Body and down, and then this is the last one, I think. That's three. So really rotating across the body and up to the ear as far as you can go. Try and go a little bit further without lifting the chest, and then we'll start to rotate as we go back. Still trying to bring that as close to your body as you can. Imagine that you're in a perspex box and you want to stay away from the walls. Imagine they're electrified. I've had horror stories all week, haven't I? Had you nitroglycerine on your back. I've had electrified walls. What else have we had? Something else I had horrible. Oh yeah, I skewered you through the knee, didn't I? Made your thigh into a kebab. So nice. Okay. Let's change sides. So tensing the body nicely. Externally rotating, take a breath in, pat that head down, and move across. So really you're like a robot that's only got an arm that works from the shoulder socket. So you're turning from the shoulder socket rather than your wrist turning, rather than your forearm and elbow turning. Good. Extend back as far as you can. Can you go a little bit further back? Because sometimes we just hit that soft bit of the roadblock and we don't really fight for more range of motion. Start to turn, imagine that perspex box, electrified it is, electrified. Extend right up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Start to rotate, keep rotating, come across the body. Back down by your sides. Good, round two. Really extending through the knuckles or fingertips if you've not made a fist. Rotate. Extend back. Try and pass that baton on the relay race. See if you can extend any more. Then keep rotating. Bring it next to your waist. Extend back. Can you extend back any more? Fight for a little bit more without moving the rest of your body. This is how we're going to get more range of motion. Good, across. And then one more. Really quite enjoying these today. I feel a shoulder week coming on. Although I did enjoy the rolling around on the floor. Shoulders squatting and rolling around on the floor next week then. Oh. Now all we've got to do is the neck. So get the feet a little bit more apart, like fists with the hands. And we're going to do it a little bit unconventionally. We'll do the same as we did with the wrists. So we're just going to keep this all still. So from here below now, your Tin Man and Wisdom was, you've only got the neck that works, but only forward and back. So only to flex and extend first of all. So really try and keep your shoulders still. Flexing forward. Back to neutral. Extending back. Knew that was going to make me cough. Forward. Back. Forward. Neutral. Back. Back to neutral. And I'm just going to rotate as far as we can without those shoulders moving. So keep your fists tense and your arms tense and your fists drawing down towards the ground. Good. Back to neutral. Rotate. Okay. You probably feel a lot more tension because when the shoulders are loose, they're going to move to help to accommodate. Rotate. Back. Rotate. And back. And then we're going to side bend just with the neck. So we're going to rotate, a little side bend. It's very tiny. Back to the center. Rotate. Little side bend. Back to the center. Twice more each side. Rotating first. A little tiny side bend. It's very stiff actually. And back to the center. And then we'll do 2 full ones. So chin to the chest. Rotate. Side bend. Extend back. Get to the other side. Rotate a little bit more. Side bend. Chin to shoulder, collarbone, back to the chest. Tick-tock. So go the other way. Rotate. Side bend. Extend. Rotate. Side bend. Flex. Tick-tock back the other way. We'll do 2 more. Last one. We get there. Good. Well done. I think we've done everything. Don't wish to anything out. Just a bit weird doing it the other way. So we did a lot of standing because we're going to be sitting quite a lot. So I don't think you're going to need much props from here on out, actually. You might need to sit on a brick or something. Let's have I'll demonstrate first. So we're going to do hip flexion. So that's when you bring the knee in towards the chest. So, I don't know. I can't make any decisions this morning. So I'm going to bring my leg across. So I'll just show you first, and then we'll get into it together. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to bend my knee, and I'm flexing this hip as much. No, this one as much as I can. So I'm going to come to my end range to hip flexion by moving my. Or I'm going to post my arms so I can't move. We can get into this together, and I can move my heel back. So I'm fully in hip flexion of this leg, the bent one. And then we're going to do pails and rails. So pails is going to be trying to move away. So it might move away a little bit. So we're trying to move away from that knee being closer towards you. So we're going to try and move the shin and that knee away. So you're going to be pushing into this bent leg that's on the floor. And then rails is you're going to be trying to draw that knee in towards your chest more. Okay. We'll do 2 sets, roughly 45 seconds. So let's take a breath in. Let's pat that air down. And let's try and, but you're trying to use, you're trying to use this stuff here. You're not necessarily trying to use your knee or your shin. You're trying to engage this stuff to push the knee and the shin away. fully in your hip flex position. Now take a breath in, now pack that head down. Tense your arms, your chest, maybe even squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then try and push from that hip, use that hip to try and push away. So it's a very different sensation to using your knee and your foot. And then just ramping up that tension, nice and slow to our maximum contraction. And then we're just going to hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. And yeah, feeling how weird that feels, just to be trying to do it with that hip. Very strange, because usually we employ the knee and the shin, and it's very hard to do it without using your knee and your shin, but you'll feel some kind of weird stuff going on around that kind of circle of the outer hip and thigh. Good. Hold, 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 and then we'll just slowly let that release. Oh no, we're not. Go straight to trying to pull it towards you if it's been too long for me. Using that hip to try and imagine that you're trying to squash something. Imagine that we've got one of a little balloon. We wanted to squash it. Bring that knee more in towards the chest, but using that hip stuff to do it. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa. Hip flex. Look and feel those. Whoa. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just slowly relaxing. We'll stay in that position, even though I'm getting tingly arms. I'll get some knuckles for a minute. Good. A few breaths. I'm going to do it again. Ready? Take a breath in. Pack that air down. And then start to use that hip from the root of the thigh to try and move that leg away. Try and move it away. Move it away. Making it more and more pressure. Push, 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 push. And then safest, greatest effort and hold. It's easier to do this time around actually. Hold, 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 hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch it, trying to bring that leg towards you. using that front hip stuff. Go, go, go. As if you could lift that shin off your leg, but using the hip. Good. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 1, and just slowly easing that off. We'll stay in position. Just taking a couple of breaths. And then we'll lengthen that leg down. Get that other leg off. Oh, that's good. And the arms have died as well. My wrists have died. And my shoulders. Can I pick up my tea? Oh, and just. But it's very much like when we do the yin yoga, isn't it? It's that same kind of weird feeling. Oh, that's really made my forearms pumped. Okay. Let's find that position for other legs. It might be very different, especially because of the different insertion points into the thigh bone goes into the hip, so it can be quite interesting. Yeah, mine's very different this side, so my knee's going to stick right up in the air. That's all right. So finding that position where you can't bring that knee anymore in towards the chest. And your arms can be kind of nice and posted and straight. Okay, just try and relax into that for a moment in that end range. But I do appreciate it can be very difficult to feel that stuff in your hip working. So you've really got to concentrate on, almost imagine that, you know, you don't have a shin and a foot. You know, all you've got is like your leg, like your long john silver or something. And you're going to use that thigh from the root of that thigh, okay? Let's take a breath in, pat that head down. So I'm going to be trying to push it away, first of all. So start thinking about how you can use that stuff around the top of your bum, outer hip, almost sweeping around to inner groin, get that tissue feeling. Start to ramp it up, using that to push away. Push away, whole body tense, ramping it up to your safest, greatest effort. Just taking it how long you need to get there, and then we'll try and hold that. Hold, 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 hold. Trying to push that away. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it towards you, as if you're trying to cuddle it in towards you. Cuddle it, as if there's something that's going to drop out that gap between your thigh and your belly. Draw it towards you, using your thigh, using your hip flexors. There's knee to chest muscles, so use them. Keep going, keep going, keep going. As strongly as you can. You need to be making a face like I am, otherwise it's not working hard enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just slowly letting that go, but staying in that position. Feeling crunched up. Okay, so only one more to go, and then we can free the arms and the legs. Okay, let's get ready. So we're going to be trying to push it away again. So it might be easier to feel that tissue. Take a breath in, pat that head down. Start to tense that thigh hip area and use it to push away. Using it to push away. It's such a weird feeling. Good. Using it to push away. Ramping up that tension until you feel you've got your safest, greatest effort. And hold. I can definitely feel muscles that I don't use very much. Good, go. Go, some glute muscles in there. Some thigh muscles. Oh, that groiny stuff. Hold, 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 hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and draw that leg towards you now. Using the thigh, using the thigh. Using everything. Hold, hold, hold. Try and lift that shin off your leg. 5, 4, 3. Use the thigh. 2, 1. Oh, slowly letting it go. Staying in that position just a few more seconds. But all we want to do is just get out of that normal tight position. It's quite claustrophobic, isn't it? Okay, let's start to lengthen the top leg away. Feeling slightly broken and very fragile, but that feeling is soon going to go. Not really selling it, am I? In these isometric strong movements, you can't injure yourself. Because your body's not moving, you can't shear or tear. So it's quite good, really, because you've locked it into position. Oh, have a little rest, and let's talk about the next one. It's going to be that same position, I'm afraid. Okay. Well, in fact, instead of using the arms, if your arms are already aching, you could do it against the wall. So I'm going to go back to the first leg. I'm going to be in that same position. I'm not going to have my bum right into the wall, so I do want to be leaned back a little bit. And then I'm just going to show you what you're going to do. You're going to come to that end range again. So I'm just wiggling my foot so I can come back into it. You're going to tense, and then what we're going to do is take the leg away and try and hold it there, drawing it towards you. And it's a lift off. Or is it a hold? It's a hold. So we're going to hold it for like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then put it back down. Is that making sense? Okay, so we're coming to that end range again. So this is our passive end range, but we're going to try and activate. So try and draw that leg towards you, ramp it up, and then we're going to take the support leg away. Trying to still bring the leg towards us. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it back down. See, I know I don't need to go as far back because I can see I'm really shit at this. And I don't need the legs so close. So wherever you just come into that passive range a little bit. Okay. Let's go again. Take a breath in, pat that head down. Try and draw that leg towards you as you take the support leg away and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. We're going to do 3 more reps. Take a breath in, pat that head down. Try and draw that hip towards you. Take the support away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in, pat that head down. Draw that hip towards you using the hip. Take the support leg away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we've got 1 more to go. So when we're doing it like this, it's not in the same position. So we've got a little bit of we've got external hip rotation and flexion at the same time. Okay, take a breath in, pat that head down, draw that leg towards you, take the support away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, have a little rest. Good. I'm going to change legs. I'm going to do it away from the front. So you get a better view, different view, but that is a nice way to do it, particularly if the last thing gave you really achy arms. Okay. So I know I can't lift off. So you can find the bit where you can lift off the leg. It doesn't have to be right in towards the chest. So as if you're trying to bring that leg like that, like pigeon pose towards you, but you're thinking about trying to squish it, that bit in there. That's the action that you're doing. Okay. Take a breath in, back that head down, squish it, try and squish that little thing there. Imagine there's something wriggling there, you don't want it to escape. And take away the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it back down. Again, take a breath in, pack that air down. Use everything to try and squash that thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh God, I can't believe I only had 2. Take a breath in, pack that head down, draw it towards you first. Oh, use everything to draw it towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 3 now. Only 2 more to go. We passed the hump. Good. Draw it towards you. Tense. Take away the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I don't think we've never done these ones before either, have we? It's nice to find something new. Oh dear. Is it? Take a breath in, pack that head down. Tense. Solidify. Take away the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Support back. We'll just stay in the stretch. Maybe we'll come a little deeper into the stretch. Relax. Have a little rest. Have a little wiggle out. Oh, it's the arms that get it though, isn't it? Oh. Wiggle your arms around. Okay. What torture did I have for you next? Oh, favourite that we've done lots of times before. Hip extension. And also remembering that this isn't a really comfortable position for everyone to be in. We want to be able to lock off that lower back. So it could be a bolster option here, or on like a box or something. I'll just give you a little reminder of what you're doing. It's this one. So I have the toes tucked under. I sit back towards the heels. So what we're doing here is we're locking off the lower back, actually. Forget the whole point of the thing. Yeah, toes tucked under of this foot, going back so that I can have my forearms on the ground and then lift this leg, but it stops me using my lower back. Harder is toes untucked. God, Jesus Christ. And not bending the knee. I see lots of people doing this, that's cheating as well. You've got to lock your leg and extend through the heel. It's not possible for everybody like that, I know. Is that helping? It's not. Other version is to be up like this. You want it to be hard to do that. You have to keep your lower back locked. So I don't know, this is another version. A brick or a block underneath here for you to sit on. That makes it a lot easier actually. What you could do. So that. Yeah, to like sit on. And then you still are not using your lower back. That's quite a good thing to do. I've got the bolster over my shin, and then that's making it up. The leg can be on that and be higher, but it's still stopping you use your lower back, and I can have my hands up. That's a lot easier. That might be good if you tried that one. Granted, you haven't got your toes tucked under, which is quite difficult. I mean, you could probably untuck your toes because the bolster's quite high up. Now, it makes it really hard not to have the toes tucked under because you need to give that a little bit of height, I think. Stop. Is that working? Is that working? Or you can just be on all fours, but you have to tuck your tail under. Do it like that. See, I'm not collapsing it back. Up on all fours. Try that. But you must not use your lower back. So you have to tuck your tail at the same time. That would work, wouldn't it? That works. That one, okay. Okay, so we'll get into our position, whichever position that's going to be. We're going to be in different positions. This is passive range lift-offs. So in that collapsed position. So we're going to max out our hip flexion. Yeah, we need to block that lumbar, which we've done. Okay, ready? Lift, 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 lift. Okay, we're going to go again. We're going to do three sets of 5 reps. Lift, lift, and no swinging of the head forward. Lift, body stays still. Lift, 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 lift. Okay, let me do one more set. Oh, I feel like I need something to bite down onto. You can have your hands resting if you want to. Ready? Last set. Take a breath in, pack that eye down, tense everything. Lift for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, and hold for 5. Higher, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh, God. Oh. And actually, because you are flexing that hip that you're not lifting, that other one is in quite deep hip flexion, it makes that ache as well. Because you've already done that work. Let's change legs. Oh my God. And you might have one leg that performs better or worse than the other, so you might need to adjust accordingly. But you want to close that gap between your bum and your leg. That's going to stop you moving your lower back. And you want to get that feeling of slightly tucking your tail. Okay, ready? Take a breath in. Back that air down, solidify. Lift, 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 lift. Set 1 done. Get ready. Irradiate. Lift, 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 lift. This is easy on this one. I'm going to untuck my toes. Probably a big mistake. Last set. Tense. Lift, 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 lift and hold. Higher, 5, pulse, 4, 3, 2, 1, and die. Well done. Stretch anything out when you're stretching out. I know, it might be done. It's only 20 past. Got time for some. You're watching on the video. Me and the people doing it haven't done this for a few weeks. I'm really feeling it, I think. So have a little rest whilst those struggle. We're going to do 90-90 one now. So that's the legs in the Isle of Man legs. So it's meant to be 90 degrees and 90 degrees, but we're going to be using the, which leg are we going to do first? The front leg first. So the back leg doesn't need to strictly be in that 90-90 position. And what we want to be able to do is lift the shin. So impossible for me in this position. I've got to lean to the side a bit so I can lift that shin. But the most easiest way to do that is to be lie on your side. Maybe with your head on something. And then tense your foot and you're just lifting that like at an angle. This stays still, but it's rotation. Do you remember, because we're doing it this week? Remember the kebab? Skewer through the legs, so we're rotating. This is rotating here. This leg can be doing whatever it wants. Does that work for you? If you tense your arms like this, can you do that? Can you do that? Yeah? Good. And that's with the front leg, yeah, not the back leg. So, yeah. Yeah. Can you do that, Simon? Are you doing that? Good. So you can stay like that. To progress it, you can do it on one elbow. So you just come up a little bit. Once you, instead of lying down, I've just got my elbow on the floor. And then trying to rotate that. Make it harder would just be keep that elbow out long, palm on the ground, rising up a little bit. So I'm not coming all the way up to here. I've just gone from elbow on the ground to here. So I can do it. And then harder still will be to post that arm here. That. Okay. So we've all got our options. Passive range lift offs, just like we did with the hip extensions just now. Choose that, might be a mistake. So take a breath in, pack that air down, tense those legs, solidify your upper body as well. You can either post your hand on your arm, or if you're lying down, clasp and tense. Okay, lift off, down, lift off, down, lift off, down. So it's rotating as if you want to kick yourself in the face. Lift off, down, lift off, down, lift off, down. Have a little rest. We're going to do 3 sets. Okay. Take a breath in, pack that air down, tense. So you're using that thigh to do this. Rotate up. So you're trying to get the shin and trying to get that ankle to kick you in the face. 3, 4, 5. We'll do one more set. And we'll hold it for time as well. Ready? Take a breath in, pack that air down. Lift off for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, good. For 1 and hold, for 5, 4, higher, 3, 2, 1 and release. So instead of switching sides, let's do the back leg. So it's going to be trying to rotate this back leg now. Same principle. Lying down makes it so I can lift my heart higher now. Can you lie on the side and do that? Yeah, you can on the side lie and do that. You've just got to make it as hard as possible. If that's easy, come up a little bit more. That's easy because it is behind you. A little bit more. Easy, make it harder. Bring your weight over towards that leg. So I fully up, I can still do it. So I'm going to lean over this way. No, I can't lift that leg. So I'm going to find a place where I can only just lift it off. So I'm going to be right up here for this one. See where you are. You've got the 90-90 legs, but again, do the 90-90 legs if you can. But if this is really uncomfortable or way off the ground, you can just bend it into more of a deer pose with the front leg, not with the back leg. Okay? Ready? Take a breath in, pack that air down. So again, you're like a kebab. Rotate. This is internal hip rotation. Rotate. 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 Lift. Lift. Good. Then we're going to go again. Take a breath in, pack that air down. So you're trying to really like rotate that leg up like that. Lift. 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 Do one more set and we'll hold it for time. And then we'll just do it all on the other side. Good. There's some cramp going on there. Extra points, yes. For the winner. Take a breath in, back that air down. Lift. 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 One more lift and hold. Try and rotate it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's use the movement pathway to get from one side to the other 90-90. So we're going to lift the knee, this one, coming to straddle, over to the other side. It's going to snap. Okay, so you can lean on like your bolster and stuff if you want to. So 90-90 on this side, just move your hips around if you need to. So we're going to be trying to lift that front leg off first of all. So I'm going to change to this way. So doing front leg. Okay. So you've got the option of down. And then the next one after that is just arm on the ground. You can lean back, further back that way as well, to get that leg off, or further forward. Just find a place where you can only just rotate it off. You can even keep your hand there to stop your knee rotating if you want to. Okay. Ready? Might be different this side, probably will. Take a breath in, pack that air down. Oh, what is strong. Well, it's more of a rotate, isn't it? Rotate. 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 Go get that shin off the floor. Rotate. And have a little rest. And go again. Take a breath in, pack that air down. Lift. 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 The last one. And we'll hold for time. I think it's more awkward to feel the feelings in this one. So it's not just you that it happens to, it happens to all of us as well. Okay. Take a breath in, pack that air down. Rotate. For 1. For 2. For 3. For 4. For 5 and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Now it's going to be that back leg. So you could be forward and over here to rotate it. That's too easy. Keep coming up until it's hard to rotate. Ready? Could be different on this leg. Breath in, packing that air down. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Reset again. Take a breath in, pack that air down, irradiate. So everything is tense. Lift, 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 lift. 2 more. Lift, lift. So I only want it to be able to lift a little bit because you've got to make it hard. Then you're working at that end range. The more it lifts, the easier range you're in. We want to be more at that end range. The easier it is, the more towards mid-range you'll be, which is where we find things easiest. Okay, last rep. I'm in last set. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 5, for 4, high, 3, 2, 1, and release. Little wobble out. I was going to suggest a windscreen on this, but I think they might just snap and fall onto the floor. That's all right. Well, it's giving quite a nice glute massage, actually. Yeah. Permanent buns of steel now. Oh, we're finished. We're done. Run a little bit over there, sorry. Could get these things done. Stop. Just stop this.